Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
We got some really interesting material for me this time, those excerpts from 5-Minute Millionaire.
Yeah, some great stuff in there.
We're going to dig into the core mindset shifts for, well, building wealth that it covers.
Exactly. We've kind of boiled it down to three main ideas that popped up again and again.
Okay.
First, getting past just swapping time for money. Second, how solving problems is linked to getting paid. And third, why investing in knowledge is so crucial.
Right. And the mission here is really to pull out insights you can actually use no matter where you are financially right now.
Let's do it.
Okay, shift number 1. Time is greater than money. The source really hammers this point about, not getting stuck trading hours for a wage.
Mm-hmm. It's about leverage, isn't it? The millionaire mindset looks at how to use time more effectively through systems, investments, assets.
So basically things that work for you.
Right. And it asks that brilliant question, how can I make money while I sleep? That's the core of it.
Love that question. And it gives starting points like passive income ideas, rentals, royalties.
Scalable businesses, yeah. Things that aren't directly tied hour by hour to your input.
So for everyone listening, maybe think, what's even one small way you could start to decouple your time from your income? Even just a little bit.
That's a good starting thought. And that leads nicely into the second shift, this idea that solving problems equals getting paid.
Right. And not just any problems, but
Yeah.
often the bigger the problem you solve.
The bigger the potential reward. Yeah, it makes sense when you think about it.
They use those classic examples, Jeff Bezos tackling convenience, Steve Jobs with design.
Huge, huge pain points they addressed for millions of people.
Exactly. So maybe look around your own work, your industry, or even just things that frustrate you personally. What are the sticking points? The inefficiencies?
And then the next step is, okay, how could you potentially address one of those, even a small one?
Doesn't have to be Amazon level, right?
Not at all. Just identifying a need and thinking about how to meet it. That connection between solving problems and financial gain is key.
Okay, makes sense. Then the third shift they talk about is investing in knowledge.
Yeah, this one's big. They point out that continuous learning is like a core trait. The Warren Buffett example is powerful reading for 5 hours a day.
5 hours, wow.
I know, right? But it's not just general reading. It's specifically about investing in knowledge that helps build wealth, things like marketing, sales, investing itself.
So active learning rather than just passive consumption, they contrast it with like a Netflix binge.
Exactly. It's about choosing to learn things that have a return on investment, you could say. Even dedicating, like the source suggests, just a little bit of time each day.
To finance books or podcasts, maybe?
Yeah, precisely. That knowledge compounds over time, just like money does.
So it's an investment in yourself that pays off later.
That's the idea. So maybe the question for listeners here is, what small chunk of time could you carve out, maybe daily, maybe weekly, to learn something specific about building wealth?
Even 15 minutes, right?
It could make a huge difference long term.
Okay, so let's quickly recap the 3 shifts from the 5-Minute Millionaire stuff.
Right.
1, leverage your time. Don't just trade it.
2, solve problems. Bigger problems often mean bigger rewards.
And 3, continuously invest in your own knowledge, especially around wealth-building topics.
Yeah, adopting these mindsets is really presented as the foundational step. It's about changing how you think about money and work.
Right. So here's a final thought to chew on. Thinking about these 3 shifts, time, problems, knowledge, what is one? Just one tiny change you could make today in how you approach any one of those areas.
Just one small thing. It could be how you view a problem at work, or maybe picking up a book instead of scrolling for 10 minutes.
That first small step can really set things in motion.
Absolutely. It's about starting that shift.